I want to ask you because I've been seeing this a lot online. People pushing this narrative. I want to get your point of view. How you feel about the people that feel like Cassie is bitter and she only suing Diddy because he did more for Young Miami than he did for her?
I gotta agree. Um, I don't know what segment in the outer dialogue you dig that I said this at, but I'm just gonna resurface it. All right. Cass had been with Diddy in a polygamous relationship for about 11 years. I would say a polygamous toxic relationship for about 11 years. She didn't quite get her just due with her career. Okay. He left a sour taste in the young lady's mouth. Period. No matter how that sound. He do that with everybody, bruh. Okay. That's his reputation. Period. Okay. Did it get this? Did he got a special ingredient that he got away with for a long time, and it's called reinvention. Diddy has a reinventional sauce that he got away with for a very long time. Diddy will go Mohawk Diddy, Puff Daddy, Brother Love. Diddy can turn into a different alter ego per 5 to 10 years and get away with it. Diddy can go from that to Christ, missing you songs, and you dig. Diddy can go. You dig. So Diddy have been running with that game for a very long time. Okay. Diddy had a ego, a young ego. Okay, we're gonna call it a YN. Diddy, the YN destroyed Diddy. You know, so all you YNs out there with the pool shiesty mask, the 30 clips, and all that shit there, leave that shit alone. Get a job, get some money, take care of your family, do what you gotta do. You heard me? Because that YN shit, them people got a place for you. Leave that shit alone. These streets, get some money and take care of your family because your mama love you. All right. Diddy went through an era of I don't know, wanting to be a YN and trying to reinvent himself and dealing with young Miami, ironically, of all women. And I'm not shooting her down either, because shout out to Miami and shout out to young Miami as well, because all she trying to do is what she's supposed to do, with her career and her life. And you can't knock her for that though, because she from the streets, period. And young lady should be doing what she's supposed to do to get what she got to go. Did it been with Cassie for 11 years of a polygamous toxic relationship. This is just my way of thinking. All right. Gave her nothing but dicks. I'm sorry about that. Gave Cassie nothing but penises, freak offs, shopping sprees, and flourishments to someone that came from nothing. They would love that. But Cassie actually came from a good family, and a good family of love. You understand? She didn't come from the streets. You understand? So it was only be a matter of time towards somebody was going to manipulate her or convince her or love her enough to tell her that you need to get your just due from this dude somehow, some way. When Diddy started dealing with Young Miami, giving her the TV shows, the Carisha Please shows, and doing all this here for her, I felt like Cassie felt the way. That was the tip of the iceberg for her to say, this nigga, 100%. I'm going to do this nigga dirty. She hit Diddy with a what's that called? She went from What's Love Got to Do with It with Tina Turner and Ike, and then she hit him with the what was that movie called back in the G where Whitney Houston and them had a theme song for it. It wasn't Stella. Angela Bassett, I think. I think she got into it with a dude, and a dude left her with nothing. Waiting to exhale. Real nigga Blake, baby. So Cassie reinvented herself too. Period. She went from loving basketball with Diddy, thinking it was love, to what's love got to do with it, practically, to waiting to exhale. So a scorned woman's revenge is the worst revenge ever. So yes, I do feel like Cassie felt like she wanted vengeance because unlike the Choppers, unlike the Craig Macks and the Biggies, I still got to say something about that Biggie situation too. Remind me. And all these artists, the Loons, the Maces, and all that there. And mind you, I want to say this here because it's something I gotta clarify. You heard me? I did making the band. We know that. Great. I was a child. I was 16. okay, on making a band. I wasn't a grown man, okay? I haven't lived to my full extent as an artist at 16 years old on TV. You understand? I had a fake ID. I was a child. That was high school to me. You understand? It wasn't real to me. It was fun. You want to know who really won out of all that? Me. Do Diddy owe me all this money? Yes. But deep down, Chop, did you come in with a fake ID, a fake name, and warrants on you, and was just having fun? You heard me? And didn't think that you was even gonna make no band. I didn't even think it was making a band. You heard me? I just auditioned to try to be a bad boy artist. I didn't even think I was going into making a band. So let's get that clear. The cheesecake walk, I would have walked that a million times because it was fun to me. I'm a child that came off Barone and Martin Luther King. I'm a child that came off Felicity. I was a child that was born in Baltimore, Maryland, that came to New Orleans at 6 years old with a grandma that's Haitian and a daddy that went to prison. And then when she died and my daddy went to prison, I was out in these streets by myself. You understand? I went through this shit out here in this city that you're in right now. This is New Orleans. I was here by myself. All my family, you heard me, my daddy family and all that shit there, they left me hanging out here. So to go all the way up to New York and make the band and do all that shit, that was an achievement for me. He walked for cheesecake. I would have walked a million cheesecakes, yeah. Than to be down here shooting and getting shot at and dying out this bitch. I did what I was supposed to do as a child. So for me now, when people say he's so articulate, and this is not to get off topic, you understand? This is just to add on to what I'm about to say. At the end of the day, I had fun. Who I am now is who you see now. So when people say he's intelligent, articulate, and do all this here, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate the new fans. I appreciate everybody that know me before. I appreciate the people that know me now. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for that. But this is who I am now. So the person, the cheesecake guy and the making the band guy and all that shit there, that was him. I don't know him. That's like asking a nigga, yeah, I went to Kennedy. It's like asking a nigga, oh, I remember that nigga in Kennedy, high school. And nigga, I'm 37 years old now. You can't pinpoint me from who I was to who I am now and try to make it one mesh. I'm totally different than who I was to who I am now. To get to the point of what I'm saying, yeah, absolutely the lady felt like, this nigga. Yes, it was a tip of the iceberg. Fucking right. It was a tip of the iceberg for everybody. I won. Cassie won, I won. I won in a weird way because I had a fake ID. I wasn't my name. I had warrants out on me from crimes I was committing as a child. I had no other choice. You dig? My back was against the wall. You understand? So I did what I had to do. I won. Why did I win? It's because he fucked over everybody on all the making the bands and everybody on Bad Boy. Why? It's because that was their real name. They ain't had no warrants out on them. They went up there with a seriousness and lost. Why did they lose? It's because they put their life on the line for somebody that fake act like they was family towards them and he fucked them over. You understand? He tried that with me and I won. Why did I win? It's because I had a fake ID. I had warrants out on me and it was all fun to me. I didn't take it serious. I just, a nigga that can rap and a nigga that was like, fuck it. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I'm going to get some money somehow, some fucking way. Period. I fucking won. But Cassie won. Why did she win? It's because regardless of what, yeah, she was bitter about that young man. And yeah, fucking right. That was the tip of the iceberg. But at the end of the day, the lady won and she won for all of us. And that's how we all got to see it. At least somebody that went through, you heard me, what we went through won. And I'm so proud of her. Regardless of this Diddy and the trial I'm happy that that lady got $20 to $30 million from off the sweats of everybody's back because at least somebody beat him. And regardless of what, he had the authority, the power, the finesse, you understand, the control to beat everybody. And then when you try to fight him back, he'll beat you in court. We couldn't beat him. So kudos to fucking Cassie for beating him when we all couldn't beat him. And kudos to me for beating him too. I was on some Catch Me If You Can. You heard me? I was on some Leonardo DiCaprio. You heard me? I beat it. Do he really owe me 500 some thousand? If I was Rodney Hill with the fake ID, yeah. But do we owe Kevin Barnes? No. Who won? Cassie on one standpoint for the 20 million and Chopper Young City. So that's what I'm gonna say about that. Yes, she was bitter. Yes, that was the tip of the iceberg. And she won. So regardless of how this transpire, mighty bruh, if Diddy go to jail, fuck him. You dig? Do I want to see a man locked up back there when I had a sex trafficking charge that got dropped? No. But at the end of the day, fuck him. You dig? Because he said, fuck every last one of us. He didn't care about when Black Rob caught that kidney disease and died. And that man had a hit record called Whoa. Kept Bad Boy on top at a moment when it was spiraling down. And what was the grace that you gave that man? You ain't give him $1. You ain't give his people not $1. You didn't even show up to his funeral. You ain't pay for his funeral. He gave you close to $15 million. You heard me? And you ain't give him $1 for his funeral. That nigga, the shit that he done to Freddie P. Look at my dog Freddie P. You understand? Look how Freddie P wasn't never like that though. You understand? Freddie P wasn't never like that. And I'm a calm person. But I feel away. Is it the tip of the iceberg? Say, bro, it's not the tip of the iceberg for Cassie. Say, bro, it was the tip of the iceberg for all of us. Period. It was just the universe to unravel the way it should, mighty bro. And it was just his fucking time to get what he deserved. Period. So the 30 million that ain't the tip of the iceberg. His life is on the line now. His life is on the line. And I don't believe that it came truly from he say, she say. Diddy's in jail right now off he say, she say. That's facts. Okay? That's why it's a weak case. It's a he say, she say case. And if you want to pinpoint, you heard me, what it's really about is domestic dispute. But what is it really about? It's about the liquor company. I'm going to keep saying that. Who has billions. Diddy, you're a billionaire. Congratulations. You've done that. Especially for a black man. You've done that. That's a good look. You heard me? But at the end of the day, you bit the hand that fed you with that Darion shit. You heard me? And them people got multiple billions. So they can control the masses of how they want you to see, how they want the world to see you. From you fucking them over and playing with them like you're a big dog. You're a big dog to the industry that you have been roaming in, had the ingredients in, controlled the narrative in. But you don't control the narrative with the multi-billionaires. And that's why you're in this situation right now. Besides that, the universe to unravel the way it should. You could say God, you could say higher power, you could say Buddha, you could say Allah, you could say Christ, whoever it was, felt like it was your time. Because when I caught that sex trafficking charge, I was out there cutting up in Vegas. I was cutting up, and I don't even want to put myself out there like that, but it's on record. I was cutting up. So for the things they could have hit me with, I'm blessed by the universe and God that he's seen the better in me, the better person in me, that I have another chance and don't gotta go to prison and get shipped up the road. You heard me? To go through nothing, because I wouldn't have been able to beat that shit. I wouldn't have been able to beat it. If them people would have controlled the narrative 100%, I would have been doing life in prison for something I didn't even know what the fuck I done. You understand? So Diddy is going through this shit, not just from the things he done wrong, brother. Not just from the things he done wrong. From biting the hand that fed him. Not just from that. From the universe to unravel the way it should. Because what you put out there will come back to you. Maybe not now, but it will come back to you. And that's why I try my best to be a good person. So is Cassie wrong for what she's doing? Maybe, maybe not. But maybe it's just time. Maybe it's just time for Diddy to have the humble pie. But don't you ever misconstrue Chop like I was just a Megan the Band nigga. Because after Megan the Band, I did Bad Boy South. I got things stolen from me, hit songs that would have took me out of the fucking orbit. You understand what I'm saying? But yet and still, I'm in the building. I'm smiling. You understand? Perfect. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. You understand? I won. So you can say whatever you want about the Diddy, Diddy. I'm not on Art of Dialogue just for Diddy. I'm on Art of Dialogue because this is a hip hop cultural platform, and you're here to speak your truth. And my truth is this, Cassie. You know, them people manipulated you to get on there and testify against this man. You heard me. When the real truth of it is, you already won, baby girl. You know, but I can't tell you what to do because you live your own life. I feel a way about the biggest situation. And I wanted to bring this up, Mighty. And I'm not going to go off course because I stay on course. But I have to bring this up. With the biggest situation, I feel like this here. That man resting in peace. He might not even be resting in peace because he didn't deserve to die. Puff, you could have resolved this here with that Suge Knight Tupac. You could have resolved that a long time ago. You understand? And you didn't do that. You played this role. You heard me? Like, oh no, we ain't got no beef. But the real truth of it is, behind the scenes, you was blowing up all the chimneys. That young man at 24 years old from Brooklyn, New York, with a Jamaican mama. You understand? That Jamaican kid died for nothing. He died for nothing, did it? And you could have prevented that. And you didn't. Just leads me to say, it's like you plagued on his life too. Because you knew if he died, you was gonna get buku benefits off his debt way more than him living. Because deep down, he wanted to leave you anyway. You heard me? That's the truth, bruh. Everybody wanted to leave this nigga. Diddy ain't dropped me. You heard me? I left. Why did I leave? Because when Katrina happened, son, I said to myself, hey, if you're not gonna help me, then you was never gonna help me in the first place. And what happened? I lost my house, my cars, all this shit. I asked you after Katrina was over. I said, say, bro, I lost everything. Everything. My whole house in Michoud of Expedition. I had a beautiful house. I lost everything. All my memorabilia, all my awards, all my stuff, all my family. I lost everything, brother. All I asked you to do is help me get back on my feet. You told me I didn't get on that road. Fuck me. I love you for everything you've done for me and got me out the ghetto and the opportunity and chances you gave me. But Lord knows it's fuck you too. So Cassie, I understand. Craig Mack, I understand. Loon, I understand. Mace, I understand. The band, I understand. Danity Kane, I understand. Aubrey, a little weird, 100%. X-Files, but I understand. Day 26, I understand. Man, Bad Boy, everybody that was down with them, who never got their chance. I understand. I get it. And I'm on this platform to say, I hope we all forgive ourselves because at the end of the day, we was all young with fire and all we wanted to do was win. But people like them, the gatekeepers, don't give real artists like us a chance to win. And I'm saying this right now to every last one of y'all. I love y'all. Don't let your past define your future. You are great. You are who you are. Keep fighting. Keep winning. The things that Cassie is doing right now, that's the universe calling. But I'm saying this to you artists. Look at all that. This is your chance. This is your chance to get back on your feet. I ain't ever stopped. Say whatever about Young City, about Chopper City, but I haven't ever stopped. Some people have ways of how they work they wiggle. Some people got to sue to be heard. I'm not going to sue this man. I'm going to let the universe turn and unravel the way it should, but I will speak my truth.